Other than school, I think media had a big impact in sex, just because in media it's always something that has to do with sex or whatever. It's weird, but I watch TV. I like to watch documentaries and stuff, so learning about sex in documentaries was something that I learned through. Also, my siblings, I always had my siblings because they're older than me. I really thought it would be weird if I just talked to my parents about it. But other than that, my siblings and media were two things.
The best answer I would have would be my friends through their experiences. But other than that, it was just through general freshman health or just
So I learned about sex watching TV, social medias, the real world.
My friends when I was 10. That's probably when I was first introduced to how the body,
My parents mostly. My mom raised me pretty much in her house. As far as daycare and preschool and stuff like that, I was there for the least amount of time, so she had me in the house most of the times and would just inform me on what I needed to know.
My culture, I'm actually I'm Mexican American. I know a lot of Mexican Americans that have children at young ages, 16, 17, 15 even. And I wanted to be different from that, so I figured protection's an important thing, So I don't want to be part of that group saying oh, Mexicans have kids at early ages and they just never stop having them,
Yeah.
So I just wanted to be something else besides that part of the group.
doesn't, in the sense that I still had to learn about it. The only awkward thing about having to learn sex at home were that my parents were uncomfortable thinking that their children were sexually active.
I was never taught about sex. I mean, I'm Catholic, so my parents always told me oh, don't have sex till you're married.
I was raised in a pretty Christian background, so it wasn't really a no-go until you're married.
I think that kind of goes for individuals. Each household is different. I was raised in a household where we were very open and honest, so I think that played a huge role in our communication as far as sex is concerned. I felt comfortable enough in my own home to speak to my parents about it, so I think that makes a big difference.
Through school, mostly.
So you did go to a school that kind of steered away from abstinence only? They did teach you guys about contraception, or was it wait until you're married?
No, they did teach us about contraception, but the majority of the class was had to do with stuff that you'll get if you do have it.
I learned about protection at school.
At home, from my brother, who's older.
School.
School?
Well, it was mostly at school. My mom, she told me what contraceptives were, but it wasn't until, sex ed in school did I get further detail.
Honestly, religion is not a big part of my life, even though I am Catholic now, but when it comes to learning in school and all, I always take that part instead of religion, just because it's two different parts, they're two different completely things.
No, it does not.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, actually. No, well, what my parents had told me, yes, but what I believe in, no.
No, I didn't really grow up very religious. I'm still not to this day, so no.
In school, I just remember them talking about contraception.
Sex in high school was very funny, to say the least. It was very jokingly, but the teacher tried her best to be as serious as possible. But you don't realize how meaningful that information is until you're doing it for the first time and you realize, oh shit, I actually need to know what I'm doing to make sure that the chick doesn't get pregnant or I don't give the guy AIDS.
I just remember I didn't really take it as serious, and I think everyone took it as a joke or just like a silly class.
Sex ed didn't really help me because I was already active before I even got ed.
I feel like it was very, what's the word, mediocre in a sense, almost unrealistic. I felt like the sex ed wasn't as useful just because they weren't all the way honest with me. I felt like maybe they sugarcoated a lot and made it seem more cheesy or corny because of like the way they would teach it or the videos that they made us watch. It was almost laughable information versus more like it should have been serious, you know what I'm saying? But the way that teachers would teach it is pretty much sex is bad, don't ever do it, you'll get AIDS and die type thing. You know what I'm saying? So they didn't really put their kids or students into realistic situations. Like I would probably appreciate it if a teacher was like gave me their first time story. I know that's a little awkward, but you know what I'm saying? Something to make it a little bit more personal, something that you could actually relate to. Especially when it comes to sex, I feel like you shouldn't just be taught out of a book. It should come from real life experience.